guys. It's February in the garden walk, and I just wanted to bring you out front because this is how it looked after the holiday season. I left some evergreen in. Of course, I brought back the dried hydrangeas, but I want to show you, this is the watermelon heuchera, and what's cool about it, it can take sun and shade. I put these in the fall last year, and they have looked this pretty all through every season. I have one under the willow tree too, but this is one I'm going to look for again because it just has such a
Did
bright
we get
color.
that when we went to the Grand Garden Show? Is that one of the?
No,
No, no.
I got that this fall
Oh,
somewhere,
okay.
walking around. But this is the window box, and I just keep thinking what I want it to look like for spring. And, you saw me plant those geraniums, and they're going to be a beautiful apple blossom pink. And it gives you all winter to think about that. So that's what's happening in the front. I do have some Tahiti daffodils. They're coming up. Look at their little heads.
Oh yeah.
I know. Pretty cool. So we're going to head back into the garden, and we'll just take a walk through there. I'll meet you there. So this is about 4 weeks later from the January garden, and you can see the daffodils that have shot up even further. But the biggest thing is I just keep waiting every day with the sunshine that our hellebores should be opening up. I mean, this is full
A lot
of
of blooms on
buds.
that one.
I know, all of them. Oh my word. This is the red winter plum. I have several blooms back there. That might be the double white. And then, of course, all of my primroses are showing a lot of growth. We'll get in here in the next week or so, and I'm going to do a winter cleanup. But it just thrills me to see everything showing signs of growth. It just keeps getting better and better. No signs of anything in my jugs, but that it's a little early for that. But there is a lot of sign of growth when it comes to the tulips, the daffodils. You can see all of that happening everywhere I look. These are the Banja Luka. I think that's a tulip right there. That I don't see signs. Those are daffodils behind them. I won't clean out the pond for a while, but it just feels so good out here. And
I think it feels cold.
you think it's cold. And I don't think of this. Look at this. I'm getting a couple blooms on the butterfly or the pincushion flower. That's surprising to me. I just keep looking for anything of any sorts to happen back here. Another thing that I noticed, I had a larkspur plant in here last summer, and look at all of the seedlings that are coming up. This thrills me to no end. Oh my goodness. Thrilled. Larkspur. That's what I have in the jugs up there because I want more larkspur. In my shade garden, everything you can see, just things coming alive. I can't wait. I planted so many daffodils, and you forget what you plant. That's why it's important. I need to clean up and get in here, clean those up, so that I can see them in bloom when it happens. It just is a thrill. I do have back here, I do have my snowdrops getting ready to, look at all these little snowdrops getting ready to open up. I just noticed those this morning. I thought, well, this is a good day to get down here for a February walk through. But look at this, Reg. I think an animal had been up in the tree because I came down here and this was down like this. So
Well,
we need
one of our cats.
Or the cats got
I'll
in there.
fix that up here.
It's just the hook just needs to be readjusted. But when you have a door, someone's going to go in it.
I'll try to go in it
or come out it. The water is up. Take a look at the river.
Did you look downtown?
Oh yeah,
today?
We got. It must have happened through the night, but it probably every bit of 2 inches of rain last night. Yesterday, this was down by probably a foot, and this is what happens when you get a rain. They let water out of the dam to allow, it controls all that water that happens so that we don't get flooding, and then it releases it when at their time, not Mother Nature's time. So it's a beautiful sight though, even though it's a little muddy. I still like it. The other thing I saw this morning from the window, here is another beautiful bloom. This yellow is gorgeous on this primrose. Anything and everything delights me when I can see a bloom. And then I'm looking around about, yeah, clean up, clean up, clean up, get the grasses cleaned up.
I was gonna say you got to cut the grass.
Got to get the grasses cleaned up.
Yeah.
I saw another, here we go. You know what? Another thing I love is when plants decide to plant themselves. Here's some more larkspur, not where I want it. Why can't it, reseed itself in the garden? I don't understand that, but I'll take it. I'm going to let it be and do what it wants wherever it wants. Plenty of daffodils. These are those lovely white ones, and I can't think of their names, all coming up. I have them mirrored on both sides of the garden. In the front by the painted ferns, and then in this garden here too. I'm starting to see those little rosettes. I call them rosettes on the Sedum Autumn Joy. This is what to me, this is what indicates that I can start cutting this back. Can you get a close up of these little buds? So this is when I know I can come in here and cut all this old stuff off, or break it off even. And that will look so nice, getting all that cleaned off. When you see signs like that, that growth underneath.
But I've used the dried sedum in a couple of flower arrangements.
I have too. These things have been very nice to have in the house, along with your lavenders, and any seed heads are good to hang and dry. But you can see just there's a change from 4 weeks ago till now, just in I can see all my tulips that are in these beds. I've been fortunate with my tulips that are repeating. I can't remember their names, so I can see now the tulips are up in this bed. Also, I have few patches of tulips that I can see, this bed and in the far bed with the grasses. So, in another 4 weeks, it'll be March. That's going to be wonderful. That's a big time in the garden. But anyhow, I will uncover the pond probably the day that I do the cleanup in the garden, cut back some ferns.
Here's another example of how much rain we got last night. All of those leaves have washed down. Look.
Oh, off of the, yeah, they've packed themselves into the pachysandra, which I like that because that's what keeps that soil nice and rich without having to fertilize it. You're right. It was all covered in leaves.
Now it's
all packed underneath. Yeah. It was heavy and I didn't hear it. So
I didn't hear it at all.
No. But anyhow, that is February in the garden, and the sun is...
The garlic's okay?
The garlic's beautiful. I am shocked, Reg.
Well, we lost all of it last year.
I know, but it hasn't died back.
Looks pretty good.
It could have been, just my inexperience. You don't learn everything you need to learn in 1 year or 20 years, or I'm 50 years gardening, and you don't learn it all. And this caught my eye. These are my bubble bath alliums. I just planted those last year. They weren't up a couple days ago, coming through this ajuga. That'll be nice. I say this every time, that you just have to get out every day in your gardens and take a look and see what's happening. Like I'm trying to keep a journal. I'm trying to take photographs of every month in the garden, not just the ones where blooming begins and I'm seeding things. So you do the same, and it makes you feel good, particularly on a sunny February day. So thanks for watching Gardening on the West Fork in February, waiting for the first blooms of the daffodils. Thanks for watching. We'll see you the next time. Bye.